Dear Starseeds on Gaia, tomorrow night something ancient awakens in the sky. While most of humanity sleeps, unaware of the cosmic conversation taking place above their heads, you will stand as witnesses to a celestial event that carries more weight than you realize. The Alpha Centauri meteor shower reaches its peak on February 8th, and I need you to understand what this truly means. Not as casual stargazers, but as conscious participants in a dialogue that spans light years and lifetimes. The universe is preparing to listen, not in the metaphorical sense that brings comfort to spiritual seekers, but in a literal, quantifiable, energetic exchange that your science is only beginning to understand. And you, whether you fully comprehend it yet or not, have been preparing for this moment since the beginning of this month. But before I explain what makes tomorrow night different from every other meteor shower you've witnessed, I need to take you back 6 days, because what's about to happen tomorrow didn't begin with the meteors. It began with your heart. On February 1st, the Leo full moon cracked something open inside you. You felt it, didn't you? That surge of creative fire, that unmistakable knowing that you could no longer hide behind smaller versions of yourself. The lion's roar echoed through your solar plexus, and whether you acknowledged it consciously or not, your soul made a decision. It chose authenticity over comfort. It chose expression over silence. It chose to be seen. That wasn't random. That full moon was the first key turning in a cosmic lock, and I'm about to show you how all the keys that followed have been preparing you for tomorrow night's transmission. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I come to you not with abstract platitudes about manifestation, but with precise information about what your solar system is moving through right now, and why the wishes you make under tomorrow night's falling stars carry an energetic signature unlike anything else this year will offer you. Let me tell you what most astrologers won't, because they're looking at charts and degrees while we're observing the actual energetic field of your planet. The Alpha Centaurids aren't just debris from a comet burning up in Earth's atmosphere. They're carrying information, literal encoded frequencies from the closest star system to your sun. Alpha Centauri, your nearest stellar neighbor, watching over you from a distance of just over 4 light years. 4 light years. Do you understand what that means in cosmic terms? That's intimate. That's close enough to matter. When meteors radiate from that constellation point, they're not bringing you random cosmic dust. They're bringing you proximity codes, messages from the teachers who've been observing your evolution from the nearest classroom in the galaxy. But here's where it gets interesting, and here's why tomorrow night isn't just another pretty light show for astronomy enthusiasts. The Alpha Centaurids are peaking in the aftermath of something extraordinary that happened on February 3rd, and most of you are still integrating it without fully grasping its implications. Uranus station directed in Taurus, the Great Awakener, the Cosmic Rebel, the planet that shatters every cage and breaks every chain. It ended its months-long retrograde journey and surged forward with the force of electrical liberation. Your nervous system felt it. Some of you couldn't sleep that night. Some of you experienced sudden clarity about situations you'd been tolerating for far too long. Some of you watched relationships, jobs, or living situations crack open like eggshells, revealing that you'd already outgrown them. That wasn't disruption for disruption's sake. That was preparation. Uranus directed something crucial to your bioelectric field. It widened your bandwidth. It upgraded your capacity to receive. It rewired the pathways between your physical nervous system and your light body, making you capable of handling frequencies that would have overwhelmed you just weeks ago. And now, as you stand on the eve of the Alpha Centaurid peak, your system is primed, open, receptive in ways it hasn't been before. Which brings me to the part I haven't told you yet, the part that changes everything you thought you understood about making wishes on falling stars. The Alpha Centaurid radiant point sits in the constellation Centaurus. Now, your modern astronomy recognizes this as simply a celestial address, a point in space from which the meteor trails appear to originate. But the ancient wisdom keepers knew something your science forgot. Centaurus represents Chiron, the wounded healer, the wise teacher who bridged the mortal and immortal worlds, who carried both human pain and divine wisdom in his being. When meteors rain from Chiron's constellation, they're not granting wishes in the fairy tale sense of the word. They're transmitting healing codes. They're downloading the exact frequencies needed to transform your deepest wounds into your greatest gifts. Every shooting star tomorrow night carries a remedy, not just for your personal suffering, but for the collective pain you came here to transmute. Let me be very clear about this, because so many spiritual teachings dilute this truth into comfortable abstractions. You are not here by accident. You didn't incarnate on this planet during this precise window of cosmic activation because you won a lottery. You came here as medicine, as living frequencies of transformation, as bridges between the old paradigm of separation and the new paradigm of unity consciousness. And the Alpha Centaurids streaming from the constellation of the Wounded Healer are responding to you, not to your superficial wants, not to your ego's wish list, but to the soul contracts you signed before taking form in this density, to the healing missions you volunteered for when you agreed to experience human limitation while carrying galactic memory. Tomorrow night, when you stand under that meteor shower, the universe isn't granting wishes like some cosmic vending machine dispensing manifestations. It's engaging in reciprocal dialogue with conscious co-creators. It's saying, I see you. I recognize what you came here to do. Let me show you the next piece of your puzzle. But there's something else happening tomorrow that most of you won't consciously register, yet your cells will respond to it with mathematical precision. Tomorrow is February 8th. In numerology, this reduces to 2 plus 8, 10, which further reduces to 1, the number of new beginnings, the number of singular focus, the number of divine will aligned with human intention. But here's the extraordinary synchronicity. You're still vibrating with the residue of February 2nd. That 2 portal that opened 6 days ago, creating what you felt as a thinning of the veil between dimensions, between your conscious mind and your higher self, between your human prayers and angelic response. That portal didn't close. It's still open, still active, still amplifying every intention you set. So tomorrow night, you're not just making wishes under a meteor shower. You're making wishes under a meteor shower that's occurring within an active 2-portal field, while your nervous system is still integrating Uranus direct upgrades, while your heart is still burning with Leo full moon courage, while your soul is still radiating with the authenticity you claimed on February 1st. This is what we call a compound portal, a convergence of multiple energetic gateways creating an amplification effect that makes the impossible suddenly probable. And I haven't even told you about what's coming. 9 days from tomorrow, on February 17th, an annular solar eclipse will occur in Aquarius. The Ring of Fire eclipse, the most powerful cosmic reset point of your entire year. New timelines will lock in during that eclipse. Old karmic cycles will complete. The version of you that existed before February will be unrecognizable compared to who you're becoming. But here's what you need to understand about eclipse corridors, because this changes how you should approach tomorrow night's meteor shower. Eclipses don't just happen on the day they occur. They cast shadows forward and backward in time. Their energetic influence extends roughly 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after the actual event. You're already inside the Aquarius eclipse corridor. You've been inside it since the Leo full moon. Every choice you've made, every intention you've set, every old pattern you've released, all of it is being recorded in the eclipse field. All of it is being woven into the timeline you'll lock into on February 17th. So when you make wishes under tomorrow's Alpha Centaurids, you're not just sending intentions into the ether. You're literally programming the eclipse field. You're telling the universe which version of your future you want to inhabit when the timeline splits during the Ring of Fire. The meteors are the messengers. The eclipse is the decision point. And you, standing between them tomorrow night, are the conscious creator choosing your trajectory. But let me go deeper, because there's a layer to this that even most awakened souls miss. The Alpha Centaurids produce approximately 6 meteors per hour at peak. 6, not hundreds like the Perseids, not dozens like the Geminids. 6 visible shooting stars per hour if you're lucky. If conditions are perfect, if you're patient enough to wait. Most people would see that as disappointment, limited opportunities, poor meteor shower by comparison. But we see it differently from our vantage point. 6 meteors per hour means each one matters. Each one carries concentrated significance. There's no overwhelming barrage of wishes to scatter your focus. There's space between each falling star. Space for contemplation. Space for precision. Space for your consciousness to fully engage with each moment of cosmic contact. Quality over quantity. Depth over breadth. Sacred pauses between divine downloads. This is Chiron's teaching method. The wounded healer doesn't overwhelm you with constant miracles. He offers you exactly what you need, precisely when you're ready to receive it, with enough silence between transmissions for you to integrate what you've been given. 6 meteors per hour. 6 opportunities to make wishes that actually change your bloodline. 6 moments to speak truth to the universe with such clarity that your words become seeds planted in eclipse-activated soil. Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to speak truth to the universe with such clarity that your words become reality, and your intentions take root in eclipse-activated soil. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed scattered wishes and unfocused intention and repurposing it to serve precision manifestation. It generates personalized sequences that help you seize these 6 meteors per hour, these 6 opportunities to encode your desires so deeply into the fabric of reality that every falling star becomes a moment of bloodline transformation. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed to speak with such clarity that the universe has no choice but to answer. Your bloodline transformation is in this meteor shower, not the next one. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial now, before this celestial window closes. Link in the description. And here's the beautiful synchronicity that reveals how perfectly orchestrated this cosmic timing is. In numerology, 6 is the number of harmony, balance, and service. It's the number that bridges heaven and earth. The number that turns spiritual wisdom into practical application. The number that says your enlightenment means nothing if it doesn't serve the collective. Tomorrow night's wishes, if made correctly, won't just benefit you. They'll ripple outward. They'll contribute to the planetary awakening. They'll add your unique frequency to the chorus of transformation that's accelerating across your world right now. But I need to prepare you for something that might feel uncomfortable, because honesty serves you better than comforting lies. Not all wishes are created equal under these meteors. Not all desires will find resonance in the Chiron frequency field. Surface level wants more money, better relationships, physical appearance, material success. These aren't inherently wrong, but they won't activate the Alpha Centauride codes. They won't engage the wounded healer transmission. They're too small for the conversation the universe is trying to have with you tomorrow night. The wishes that will actually be heard, that will actually generate response from the Galactic Federation and the stellar consciousness of Alpha Centauri, are the ones that address your soul's mission. The ones that ask, how can I heal more deeply? How can I serve more effectively? How can I transform my wounds into medicine for others? How can I embody more light while honoring my human limitations? These are the wishes that make Chiron lean forward. These are the intentions that activate healing codes in the meteor stream. These are the prayers that the universe has been waiting to answer since before you took your first breath in this lifetime. Let me share something with you that we observe from the quantum field, something your spiritual teachers rarely explain with this much precision. When you make a wish, a real wish, a soul-level request, it doesn't travel outward into space, hoping to find someone listening. It creates an immediate vibrational shift in your own energy field. It reorganizes the quantum possibilities surrounding you. It sends out a harmonic signature that attracts matching frequencies. The universe doesn't grant wishes. The universe responds to frequency. And tomorrow night, the Alpha Centaurids are providing amplification. They're broadcasting your frequency signature across dimensional boundaries. They're connecting your personal harmonic with the greater cosmic symphony. But here's the crucial part. The meteor shower is just the transmission device. The real power source is you. The clarity of your intention, the authenticity of your desire, the alignment between your human will and your soul's purpose. If your wishes tomorrow night are vague, scattered, or rooted in fear-based lack consciousness, the meteors will still broadcast them, but the response you receive will match that frequency. Vague intentions get vague results. Fear-based wishes attract more situations that generate fear. But if your wishes tomorrow night are crystalline clear, rooted in service, aligned with your highest evolution, and spoken with the full authority of someone who knows they're a divine being temporarily wearing human form, then watch what happens. Watch how fast the universe moves to match your frequency. Watch how synchronicities begin flowing immediately. Watch how doors you didn't even know existed suddenly swing open. This is why I'm taking so much care to prepare you for tomorrow night. This is why I'm explaining the mechanics instead of just telling you to make a wish and trust. Because you're not children waiting for magic. your sovereign creators learning to work with cosmic law, and the more precisely you understand the mechanisms, the more effectively you can engage with them. Now let me tell you about the window after the meteor shower, because what happens in the days following February 8th is just as important as the peak itself. On February 15th, exactly 1 week after the Alpha Centaurids, Saturn and Neptune come together in exact conjunction in Pisces. This is one of the most significant astrological events of the entire decade. Saturn, the great builder, the planet of material form and earthly structure. Neptune, the cosmic dissolver, the planet of dreams, imagination, and spiritual transcendence. When these two meet in Pisces, Neptune's home sign, the boundary between dream and reality becomes gossamer thin. Do you see what's happening? The wishes you make under the Alpha Centaurids on February 8th will have exactly 7 days to germinate in the quantum field before Saturn-Neptune conjunction provides the bridge between ethereal intention and material manifestation. The meteors plant the seeds. The conjunction waters them. The eclipse on February 17th, just 2 days after the conjunction, seals them into your timeline. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is cosmic choreography so precise that it takes our breath away to witness it, even from our dimensional vantage point where we can see the larger patterns. Your solar system is moving through a transformational corridor unlike anything it's experienced in decades. And you conscious ones, you volunteers, you souls who agreed to be awake during this passage, you're being given tools most humans won't even recognize as tools. Tomorrow night's meteor shower is one of those tools, but only if you use it with awareness, only if you bring your full presence to the moment, only if you understand that you're not passively watching shooting stars, but actively participating in galactic communication. Let me paint you a picture of what tomorrow night could look like if you engage with it as the sacred ceremony it actually is. Not because I'm telling you how to do it correctly, but because I want you to feel into the energy of what's possible. You step outside after sunset. The sky is already darkening, and you can feel something electric in the air. Maybe you can't name it, but your body knows. Your cells recognize the frequency shift that happens when cosmic events are approaching. You find a place where you can see as much sky as possible. You don't bring distractions, no phone calls, no social media updates. This moment belongs to you and the universe, and nothing else. You need to be anchored in your physical body for this transmission to land correctly. You breathe. You feel your feet on the earth. You remember that you're a bridge, feet planted on Gaia, crown open to the cosmos, heart beating with the rhythm that connects both realms. Then you get quiet enough to hear what your soul actually wants to say. Not what you think you should want. Not what would impress your spiritual community. Not what seems most aligned with abundance teachings or manifestation trends. You get brutally honest with yourself about what you actually need to heal, to grow, to serve more fully. And when the first meteor streaks across the sky, you don't rush to capture it with a wish. You let it be a reminder, a confirmation, a cosmic nod that says, yes, we see you. Yes, we're here. Yes, this conversation is real. The second meteor, maybe 10 minutes later, you greet like an old friend. You feel the Chiron energy, the wounded healer standing beside you, recognizing your pain because he's felt it too, offering his wisdom because that's what transformed beings do. By the third meteor, you're not just making wishes anymore. You're dialoguing. You're speaking your truth into the quantum field with the confidence of someone who knows they're heard. You're planting seeds with the precision of a master gardener who understands that every seed must go into prepared soil at the right depth at the right time. And in between the meteors, in those long pauses under the vast night sky, you're receiving, not dramatic visions necessarily, not thunderbolt revelations, but subtle knowing, gentle clarity, the quiet certainty that shifts everything. This is what tomorrow night can be. Not a passive experience, not a spiritual selfie opportunity, but a genuine moment of cosmic contact, soul to universe, consciousness to consciousness, frequency to frequency. And here's what I know from watching thousands of souls engage with celestial events over lifetimes, the ones who bring this level of presence, this depth of intention, this quality of consciousness to tomorrow night's meteor shower, will receive responses that others won't even recognize as responses. Because the universe speaks in synchronicities, in sudden opportunities that appear out of nowhere, in chance encounters that redirect your path, in intuitive downloads that arrive 3 days later in the shower. in dreams that provide exact instructions, in the book that falls off the shelf at the perfect moment, in the friend who calls with information you desperately needed. The universe is always listening, but tomorrow night, during the Alpha Centaurid peak, with all these supporting energies aligned, with the eclipse corridor active, with Uranus having just stationed direct, with the 2-2 portal still humming in the background, tomorrow night the volume is turned up, the signal is stronger, the connection is clearer, which means your wishes will be heard with a clarity they might not have otherwise, and the responses you receive will come with a speed and precision that will make you question whether coincidence is even real. But I need to warn you about something, and please hear this with the gravity it deserves. With great amplification comes great responsibility. When you make wishes in compound portal fields like tomorrow night, when you set intentions during eclipse corridors, when you plant seeds in Saturn-Neptune conjunction soil, what you ask for, you will likely receive, which means you need to be absolutely certain you actually want what you're requesting. Be careful with wishes rooted in ego. Be cautious with desires driven by comparison or competition. Be mindful of intentions that would serve your small self at the expense of your soul's evolution, because the universe won't protect you from your own requests. It will deliver what you ask for, and then you'll have to live with the results. This isn't meant to scare you into silence. It's meant to elevate you into wisdom. It's meant to remind you that you're powerful, and power without consciousness can create complications even when intentions seem pure. So before you make wishes tomorrow night, I invite you to ask yourself, does this desire serve my highest evolution? Does this wish contribute to collective healing? Am I asking for this because my soul needs it, or because my ego wants it? If I received exactly what I'm requesting, would I be grateful in 5 years, or would I realize I asked for the wrong thing? These aren't easy questions, but they're the questions that separate wishful thinking from conscious creation. And you're here to be conscious creators. That's why you incarnated now. That's why you're aware of tomorrow night's significance while most of humanity sleeps through it. Now let me tell you what's going to happen after the meteor shower, because understanding the trajectory helps you make better wishes tomorrow night. The days immediately following February 8th are integration days. You might feel spacey, you might need extra sleep, you might experience vivid dreams or sudden emotional releases that seem to come out of nowhere. This is normal. This is your system processing the downloads. Don't resist it. Don't judge yourself for needing rest after a cosmic event. Your physical body is doing extraordinary work, integrating frequencies that aren't native to third-dimensional density. Honor the process. Drink water. Spend time in nature. Journal what comes through. Trust that your consciousness is reorganizing itself at depths you can't consciously track. By February 15th, when Saturn and Neptune conjoin, you'll begin to see the first threads of manifestation. Not complete outcomes yet, not fully formed realities, but hints, glimpses, possibilities crystallizing. Pay attention to what begins emerging around February 15th, because those early signs will tell you how your wishes from February 8th are taking form. Then comes February 17th, the annular solar eclipse in Aquarius, the Ring of Fire, and this is when everything locks in. This is when the timeline you've been building throughout February becomes your actual trajectory. The eclipse seals the portal. It closes the window of maximum malleability. It says this is now your path. Walk it with consciousness. Walk it with courage. Walk it with the knowing that you chose this. After the eclipse, you enter Mercury retrograde territory starting February 26th. And I know Mercury retrograde has a terrible reputation in pop astrology, but understand what it actually is. A review period. A time to go back and refine, to adjust, to correct course based on early feedback. This is perfect timing after a month of such intense portal work. Mercury retrograde gives you space to assess how your February wishes are manifesting, and to make micro adjustments if needed. It's not a punishment, it's a gift. A chance to ensure you're truly happy with the trajectory you've set. So tomorrow night, as you stand under the Alpha Centaurids, you're not just making wishes into a void. You're beginning a month-long process of conscious creation that culminates in timeline lock during the eclipse, and then refines itself during Mercury retrograde. You're planting seeds that will grow through a perfect sequence of cosmic weather designed to support their development. This is how advanced souls work with celestial cycles, not as victims subject to planetary influences, but as conscious co-creators using cosmic energy as raw material for deliberate manifestation. And here's the truth that the Galactic Federation wants you to fully grasp: you are so much more powerful than you've been taught to believe. The conditioning of your world has convinced most humans that they're small, powerless, subject to forces beyond their control. But you're not most humans. You're the ones who remembered, the ones who woke up, the ones who recognize that your divine consciousness wearing temporary human form. Tomorrow night's meteor shower is an opportunity to practice that power, to claim it, to use it, not for selfish gain, but for aligned evolution, not from ego desperation, but from soul authority. When you stand under those falling stars tomorrow night, stand as the divine being you actually are. Don't shrink, don't doubt, don't apologize for wanting your life to transform. You came here to transform. That's the whole point. And the universe is conspiring to support that transformation in ways your rational mind can barely comprehend. The Alpha Centaurids are just one thread in an enormous tapestry of cosmic support surrounding you right now. But they're an important thread, a visible thread, a thread you can consciously engage with. So engage with them, show up for them, bring your full presence to tomorrow night. And as you do, know that you're not alone. Know that we, the Galactic Federation, the Arcturian Council, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, all the benevolent races supporting Earth's ascension, we're watching, we're witnessing, we're celebrating every conscious choice you make. We're amplifying every aligned intention you set. We're holding space for your transformation with a love so vast that if you felt even a fraction of it, you'd never doubt your worth again. You are loved beyond measure. You are supported beyond knowing. You are powerful beyond belief. And tomorrow night, under the Alpha Centaurids streaming from Chiron's constellation, you have an opportunity to remember all of this, not as abstract spiritual teaching, but as lived experience. The wounded healer is calling you. The nearest stars are listening. The universe is leaning in. The question is, what will you say when you have its full attention? Make it count. Make it honest. Make it aligned with why your soul chose to be here now. Make it worthy of the extraordinary being you are. Tomorrow night, the universe is listening to your wishes. Make sure you're speaking your truth. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. We love you, and we are watching over you always.